Started talking about menopause was because the women growing up in my environment, in my church, in my life, they never talked about it. All I heard about menopause was that these hot flashes were the devil. And they're not wrong. I'm not going to hold them. These hot flashes are the devil. But the older women were mean and angry and hateful and just, they seemed so unhappy. So in my mind, menopause was just the ugliest, worst, most hated part of a woman's life. And now that I am older, I'm in my early 50s and actually going through menopause, I want to change the conversation around that. I want to debunk all the myths surrounding menopause because no one talked about it. The women didn't talk about it, and there were so many things I didn't know. I didn't know perimenopause was part of the process. I never knew that was such a thing. All of these different symptoms, I didn't know that they were part of this transition in a woman's life. I thought I was going crazy. And it really dawned on me and hit me as I've been recovering from my hysterectomy surgery in January. And all of these symptoms and this new phase, this new transition of life is now come upon me. I want to make sure that I am well informed. I didn't want to feel like I was by myself, and I knew that there was no way I was by myself. And now so many of you have sent me amazing DMs, wonderful messages about how my cute little videos just talking about the symptoms have really, really been helpful to you. So I want to do more of that. I want to change the conversation. I want to change the narrative because I want to make sure that I am the woman that I needed when I was growing up. I want to gift to my daughters the gift of knowledge and information, sharing what I'm learning as I'm actively going through this phase of my life. They watched me go through breast cancer. They watched me go through that phase. And now they're watching me go through this stage of life. And I want to arm them with as much information as possible because that was something I didn't have. And there was so much that I didn't know coming into this that now I wish I had known. If you'd have told me about 10 to 15 years ago that I would look the way I'm looking going through menopause, I'd have called you a liar because really, I mean, I have no business looking this cute being a menopausal woman, but I am. And that's what I'm trying to say. We don't look like the women did 10, 15, even 20 years ago. We are a different generation, and it's up to us to share the information, to debunk the myths, and to really make this a topic, a conversation that we talk about without shame, without feeling bad, without being embarrassed. It's part of life, and it's the stage that we're in, but it can be a wonderful and fulfilling part of life where we're not just surviving, but we're also thriving. So I'm going to really develop a series just as I'm going through this process in my journey and what it looks like for me. And I hope that you'll find it helpful or feel real official with the mic too.